She was 26, full of life, and had just decorated her classroom with autumn leaves. She stayed after school to supervise detention, like she always did. But that day, she never came home. Her car was still in the lot, her purse on her desk, her phone untouched. No one saw her leave. No one heard a thing. For 10 years, her parents left the porch light on, waiting, hoping, begging for answers. And then, during a routine school renovation, workers broke through a wall that wasn't supposed to be there. What they discovered behind it finally told the story Eliza couldn't. Eliza Hartman, in her first year as an English teacher at Brookview High, stayed behind to supervise detention. It wasn't unusual. She was the kind of teacher who gave second chances and stayed late to help struggling kids. 3 students sat in room 212 that day. Zane Foster, a popular athlete, Miriam Lang, a shy sophomore, and Aiden Brooke, a 14-year-old freshman with a reputation for acting out. Detention ended at 4:30 p.m. The school security cameras caught Zane and Miriam leaving just before 5 o'clock. But there was no footage of Eliza leaving. None at all. Her classroom lights were still on, her laptop still open, her coffee half drunk, and Eliza was gone. Eliza was reported missing the next morning when she failed to show up for work. Her parents, devastated and panicked, drove in from 2 towns over. Her car was found in the school's back parking lot. Her keys were inside. No broken windows. No signs of struggle. No blood. Nothing. K-9 units swept the school and the nearby wooded trails. Helicopters scanned the area for miles. No trace. No scent. No sign of her. Local police, and eventually the FBI, interrogated the 3 students. All denied knowing anything. But Aiden Brooks' story kept changing. First, he said Eliza dismissed him early. Then, he claimed he never saw her again after the bell rang. His record was already troubled, but with no physical evidence, they had nothing to hold him on. Time moved on, but Eliza's family didn't. They left her bedroom untouched. Her mother still sent texts to her number every year on her birthday. Students from Brookview High would write letters and leave them at the school's oak tree, now called the Eliza Tree. For a while, the town kept hoping. Then the rumors started. Whispers, theories, suspicions. Some believed she ran away. Others believed a staff member was involved. But most people had their eye on Aiden, now older, more withdrawn, and eventually completely off the radar, until a crew came to upgrade the school's aging West Wing. In July 2023, Brookview High began renovations on its 1960s-era science wing. Construction teams were knocking down a section of wall between 2 disused storage rooms. What they found behind it stopped them cold. A sealed chamber, 7 feet by 6 feet. No windows, no door, no ventilation. A room that didn't exist on any blueprint. Inside, buried beneath rotted insulation, they found a rusted folding chair, a cracked wristwatch, torn book pages from Jane Eyre, and skeletal remains wrapped in faded clothing. It was Eliza. Dental records confirmed it within days. The room was never part of the original design. Investigators determined it had been part of a long-abandoned fallout shelter, sealed during fire code updates in the 80s. A makeshift latch had been rigged from the outside, locking Eliza inside, with no way out. An autopsy concluded she died of dehydration. No signs of trauma. She likely survived 3 to 4 days. One final detail shook detectives. Near the chair was a page torn from a detention sign-in sheet. Written over and over again, one name, Aiden. Investigators tracked Aiden Brooke to Arizona. Now 24, he was living under a new name, working nights, and still attending therapy. Inside his storage locker, they found a hand-drawn floor plan of Brookview's basement, marked in red ink. They also found a notebook filled with drawings of Eliza and disturbing journal entries. When confronted, he confessed. She was kind to me, but she wanted me gone, so I kept her close. I just wanted her to be scared, not to die. Eliza Hartman was buried 10 years after she disappeared. Her students, now adults, carried her casket. Her parents finally turned off the porch light. Brookview High sealed the hallway where she was found. It's no longer used, and Aiden Brooke is now serving a life sentence. But the real tragedy, Eliza's death could have been prevented if someone had just looked behind the wall sooner.